Africa's Renaissance. The story of Africa's rebirth or Renaissance is as old as the continent itself. From its ancient civilization to slavery, colonization, political independence, democracy, and now the quest for economic freedom under globalization. At various levels, Africa has tried to reinvent herself with varying degrees of success and mixed results. Africans are a resilient people. Over the ages, they've exhibited a fighting spirit and resistance, demonstrated by Africa's forerunners throughout many generations of institutionalized slavery, a century of colonization, apartheid, and a dismal 60-year post-independence performance. This is evidence enough that Africans have always been an assertive people in their pursuit to break loose from bondage and chart a new journey for their own people and continent. A worldwide Pan-African movement led by the likes of Marcus Garvey inspired African nationalism. Garvey was a Jamaican-born, powerful black revolutionary and race leader. His mission was the emancipation of all people of African ancestry all over the world. Garvey asked, "Where is the black man's government? Where is his king and kingdom? Where is his president, his country and his ambassador, his army, his navy, his men of big affairs? I will help make them." Since 60 years ago, all of Africa gained political independence from colonial rule, with the last milestone being that of South Africa's independence from apartheid in 1994. The euphoria, promise, and high expectations that came with independence were understandable. Unfortunately, 60 years on, most of these dreams remain largely unfulfilled. On the continent of Africa, young nationalist leaders emerged and demanded human justice and the enjoyment of fundamental freedoms for all through independence from colonial and imperial rule imposed by Western occupation. The most notable were Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana, Patrice Lumumba of Zaire, now the Democratic Republic of Congo, Gamal Abdel Nasser of Egypt, Kenneth David Kaunda of Zambia, Julius Nyerere of Tanzania, Kamuzu Banda of Malawi, Jomo Kenyatta of Kenya, Sekou Toure of Guinea, Leopold Senghor of Senegal, Felix Houphouët-Boigny of Ivory Coast, Dr. Nandi Azikiwe of Nigeria, Nelson Mandela, Walter Sisulu, and Oliver Tambo of South Africa. The vision and aspirations of Africa's founding leaders were predicated upon political and economic independence and unity of the whole continent as one entity. This vision for a new Africa is best embodied in the words of Kwame Nkrumah, called the ideology of a new Africa, or commonly dubbed as Nkrumah-ism, which states Nkrumah-ism is the ideology for the new Africa, independent and absolutely free from imperialism, organized on a continental scale, founded upon the conception of one and united Africa, drawing its strength from modern science and technology and from the traditional African belief that the free development of each is conditioned by the free development of all.